Welcome to another episode of Hacking Life with Gold Pine. That's us. In these micro episodes, you might not hear necessarily about life hacks, but you might hear about how we hack away at life the best we can. Just like Oscar hacked away at our weeds in our front yard while we've been on tour this last couple weeks. Thank you, Oscar.
Shout out to Oscar, best lawn man ever.
So I've been not telling Cassie what the topic of the vodcast is, so she will be surprised. I want to talk about tour life this episode, the worst parts of tour life. That's right. As you can see, we're in our tour van right now. We've got towels hanging in the back, drying from Planet Fitness, and this is our home on the road. So, worst parts of tour life. You have any thoughts off the top of your head?
I mean,
What's something specific?
one thing that sucks about touring is that there's not a bathtub in the van. I love to take bubble baths. It's my favorite thing to do. So I miss that. And honestly, I miss the privacy of having a bathroom.
The privacy?
Yeah, we have a cassette toilet, and it pulls out, and it's like a camper toilet. And we only go number one in there. But, you know, sometimes you just want to have your own room to go number one in. But
That's what Planet Fitness is for.
We're like right in the middle of the night. If I'm peeing, I pee a lot. I pee a lot in the middle of the night. So anyways, I miss a bathtub. I miss the privacy of having my own bathroom. And I hate that I can't bring a ton of clothes because clothes are my favorite thing, and our closet is this big and we share it.
All right.
The
The important things.
The list goes on and on.
I'll tell you some annoying things. A lot of them have to do with the van and living in such a small spot. But one thing is we have a fridge that pulls out like a drawer. And the drawer pulls out, and then the lid opens on the fridge. So it's a top-loading fridge. And it never fails. Every time that we get done with dinner and we put stuff away, you close the lid on the fridge, you slide the drawer in, and you look around, and you've left the barbecue sauce on the counter. Or you've left the can of whipped cream over by the sink. And so you gotta pull the drawer out again, open the lid, find room for it. It's just one of those little things, you know.
Yeah, we need a bigger fridge. And a maid. Maybe have a maid or somebody that can like put everything up for us. Oh wait, that's me.
Speaking of maid, another one is when you live in a van most of the time and eat dinner in here, like we cook all our meals in an air fryer in the van.
Shout out to Drew Barrymore and her air fryer.
Yeah. And so we don't eat out like a lot of touring artists do. We pretty much do in here what we would do at home. We cook all our meals, prep, put it all in the fridge. But the thing about here is that, like at home, you can eat and then put the dishes in the sink and just leave them there. Maybe the next day you might put some more dishes in the sink, leave them there. Then 5 days later, yeah, we do sometimes.
No, we don't.
And then 5 days later, you might be like, I'm going to put all these dishes in the dishwasher. And then just hit a button and it cleans them all.
When have we ever left dishes for 5 days? Maybe you would.
I've seen them.
False.
But in the van, you literally have to clean every dish and silverware right after you use it. If you leave a dish in the sink, you've messed up the entire flow of our entire lives. Because I can't brush my teeth if there's a dish in the sink.
I can't drive the van because it'll be like clink, clink.
Right,
clink,
you can't drive the van. It's going to be clinking around.
Yeah. Also, you have to wash it because we only have two. We have one of each utensil, and then if we both use forks, and say we needed another one where they're dirty, so you have to wash them right away.
Yeah. Another. What about when it rains? Raining and living in a van is the worst combination.
It makes it so won't. sad.
Yeah, because of the feeling that you get when it rains, but also because you can't really go out this side sliding door because all the rain just pours in on the kitchen counter. So you got to try to use these front doors.
And you can't have the windows down.
Can't have the windows down. And then you walk in, you try to rub your feet on the mat that you're coming in, but you never get it all off. And you get the tiniest floor in the world where everybody steps in the same spot, all wet and muddy and dirty.
And why did we put in a white floor?
The white floor, yeah.
Because I liked it.
So raining while touring is not a match.
Yeah.
They don't go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Cool.
What else?
Still negative? We're just doing negatives?
Yeah, what's the worst part? What are the worst parts about touring? Stuff that people wouldn't even think of.
Man. Well, another thing, it's hard to ever eat at the same time because we have a tiny microwave and we have an air fryer. So if we've meal prepped and then we're just warming our food up, we have a lower efficiency, I guess is how you say it, microwave that runs off of our battery, and so it takes things a lot longer for them to warm up. But I always will warm up one, and then it's Ben has already eaten his by the time I get mine warmed up and sit down to eat mine. So it's we don't ever eat together at the same time, rarely, unless it's we're cooking it fresh right then, because we just can't, because the microwave takes so long. So,
or if we cook, we used to only cook in an air fryer, and you can only fit so much in an air fryer, and you can't always mix foods in an air fryer. So if we're cooking for dinner and we're trying to meal prep, we'll cook the meat first, and then we'll be well, the first course of dinner is ready, so let's eat our meat. But then, of course, it's going to take another 20 minutes for the vegetables to get cooked. So you got to wait for the meat to be done, then put the vegetables in.
So it's it's a fine dining experience where you're getting your meals and different shifts.
Yeah.
Not by choice.
We eat in courses here in the van.
Yeah.
Most of this stuff has to do with the van. It's just not always ideal in the van.
But we couldn't tour without the van.
It's true. It's the good and the bad. Even space-wise, I always am afraid of stepping on Cassie's feet in the van. If I'm wearing shoes in the van while Cassie is barefoot, I'm always feel like I'm walking on eggshells because
you like how I pull my feet out while I'm driving.
Because the floor is so small, I'm inevitably gonna stub one of her toes or something like that. So just small spaces, you know.
Or in the middle of the night when you have to go to the bathroom, you have to climb over me and get on. He climbs. We're in the bed. He sleeps on the side near the wall. He has to climb over me, get on top of the wooden countertop, and press off to get onto the step to get off.
It's a good thing I don't have to pee very often in the middle of the night. I would say one time. One time.
I'm a 3 to 4 kind of girl.
You know what's funny is I never, ever used to pee in the middle of the night growing up or before I got married. Never peed in the middle of the night. Just slept straight through.
Just in his bed.
And now I can't sleep through the night without peeing.
And he only pees in the bed once a week now.
Yeah.
So you just think that we've been married it'll be 15 years next month. You think that I somehow make you pee more?
I don't know if it's just that I've gotten older and started having to pee more, or if you have peed a lot your entire life. I mean, you are the poster child for peeing.
Y'all, I can go into a restroom at a gas station. I can pee and I can walk around the gas station, and then I'm I think I can pee again.
Pee.
And he's like, what? And I'm I don't know. I think I just gotta pee again. It's weird.
So
how did this whole podcast
you
become
may
about
have
pee?
rubbed off on me in that area. It could be that.
The name of this podcast is going to be Pee.
Peeing in the middle of the night. Any other last thoughts on worst parts of touring? And don't worry, we'll do a best parts of touring at some point. But that's not as interesting.
I don't know, maybe just trying to plan it out where Sorry, if I looked a little alarmed, there was a guy in the middle of the, he just kept pulling out, and I almost hit him. I'm like, this is our home, sir. Like, just kind of like trying to find a Planet Fitness that's 24 hours, maybe like trying to find somewhere to go, that we like to be able to wake up and right away go work out. So it's kind of like a routine, like we want to wake up, go into the gym and work out. So we try to stay at 24-hour Planet Fitnesses or super close so we can get our day started. So sometimes it's hard because not all Planet Fitnesses are 24 hours now, and just trying to find somewhere to park or always looking on the maps trying to find somewhere to stay for the night sometimes maybe is annoying. I don't know, because I don't do it.
Yeah, I do all of that logistical stuff. But if you didn't know, we pretty much go to Planet Fitness every day, as she was mentioning.
Shout out to Planet Fitness!
And yes, working out, but also showering at the Planet Fitness. And sometimes even working there, like using their internet. And just having a space to go where we can each, like, not be this close to each other. Where we can be alone. Yeah, that close. Where we can be alone. Which is
good
nice
for our alone time.
Yeah, you need to have that every once in a while. So,
yeah, every day.
Every day we're pretty much at Planet Fitness.
We love Planet Fitness.
We got the black card membership, by the way.
We don't mean to brag, but we both have the black card.
Which means we can go to the massage chairs, the tanning. I've never tanned there.
Also, we're pretty scrappy, and so for a long time, the black card, you could have one guest every single day for free. And so we would just pay, and I'm like grandfathered in. I've been going there so long. I think I pay $20 bucks a month for the black card membership. So Ben would just be my member, but Ben does everything so fast. Like he gets up really fast, he eats really fast, and then he wants to just go straight in. And I want to wake up, think about if I'm gonna
if you're gonna get up.
If I'm gonna get up. And it takes me forever to do my little morning ritual, which is, am I gonna have oatmeal or am I gonna have a shake? And then washing that and taking my time, and then he was just ready to go. And so we made the plunge? We made the decision for Ben to also be a black card member. And it was one of the best decisions we've ever made. Honestly, I was joking, but honestly, it really is one of the best decisions we ever made. Because used to, I would have to go in and then let him in and then come back out, because they wouldn't just let him go in as a guest. I'd have to be with him. He can't be trusted alone. But now, he can just go in at any time. And me too. We love Planet Fitness. I love being able to travel and see all the Planet Fitnesses around the U.S. Maybe they'll give us a sponsorship.
Maybe we'll tag Planet Fitness in this video.
Maybe we could save $40 a month.
All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us on this micro episode of Hacking Life, where we talked about the worst parts of touring. Don't worry, we'll come back next week with a more positive outlook. See y'all.